My name is Celeste Taylor, so saludos de la República Dominicana. I am a very proud immigrant. You know, in my country, most of you only know the baseball players, right? We are very good at producing great baseball players. But better than that, we are great at producing people like me. You know? It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old. I came with my parents, and I remember flying into JFK at night, and I thought that we were moving into a magical place. New York City was lit up, you know, from the night sky. It looked beautiful. Then the next day was right after July 4th. It was the dirtiest place I ever seen in my life. I thought, what happened to the beautiful nightlife that I saw? You know, and through my time, you know, similar to how the young lady introduced me, I didn't realize that my name in English was Celeste. So when I went to school for the very first time, and I got, you know, my mother dressed me up as prettily as she could, sat me and told me, you know, you behave, you listen, you do what they tell you. Okay. Don't you shame me. Okay. Took me to school, left me, dropped me off, and they called every kid in that classroom except for me. Unbeknownst to me, they had called my name, but I didn't know my name was Celeste. And so that started me feeling that there was something not quite right with me when I didn't know to respond to a name. Okay? And so I learned, you know, because I told my mother when she came to pick me up, they didn't call my name, Mom. She said, what? How could they not? Do they not know who we are? Okay, Mother, no, they don't. And so she went to the office and told them, what happened? Why didn't they call my daughter's name? They called the teacher, and she said, I called her name, Celeste Felix. My mother said, again, why am you not saying her name? She didn't know that that's my name either. Okay, but you learn. And within 6 months to a year, I was responding to Celeste. I had learned English. And so I became my parents and my household translator. You couldn't speak to them without speaking to me. Okay? By the age of 12, I knew so much about my family, whether medical history, financial history, that I didn't need them anymore. I could answer everything. When people call on the phone, I did it all. You know, and then I told them what I said. You know that. But what that did is that it taught me responsibility, not just for myself, but for others. See, because my household, we were all in it together, right? And so I remember another time. You know, I have lovely parents who love me, but they couldn't speak the language. So they couldn't help with homework. I had great mentors who pushed me through. And one time, I wanted to always make my parents, particularly my mother, proud. And I remember that I became pregnant, and my mother figured it out. And she cried. There was one tear coming out her eye, and I'm apologizing. You know, a good Catholic girl, how could this happen? I tried to tell her, I don't know how it happens. She didn't believe me, you know. And so she said, you know, this tear is not for me, it's for you. Because you have now made it a little bit harder on yourself. But failure is not an option. So you will have the child, but you're also going to continue going to school and becoming something. You know, I gave birth to a little girl, and when I saw my child, I was so proud, and I promised her, like I promised my mother, I'm going to do the best that I can to be the best person that I can and make this world a better place, so that when you grow up, you'll cry one less tear, maybe you have to worry one less worry than your mother. Okay, and you know, my child grew up, and so did I, and throughout my life, I have dedicated myself to helping anyone and everyone who comes in contact with me, but particularly children and those that are of immigrant status. Because today we are living in a place that says that being an immigrant is something bad, that we are here to take from you, that we are here to do things. We're not. You know, I came to improve what you already had. I never took away, I have added. And I want to introduce you right before my later minute to my firstborn child. Cynthia is with me. And you're right there. And even more prouder, because it's fantastic to see the next generation. My firstborn grandson, TJ. I know. You all are saying, my God, you all look like brothers and sisters. Yeah, 'cause, you know, that's how we do. But those are mine. And so I hope that I have said something that lets you know that being an immigrant is you know, something to treasure, because in reality, all of you are also immigrants. Because it wasn't us who was here first. Okay? And so I hope that I personified what an immigrant can be to this country. And you know, some of the programs that I have done have assisted others and have become better because of some of the things that we do. And I'm a proud, proud, proud Dominican Republic individual. Yeah.